Okay, so we're gonna do a quick one. Because I don't have much time as usual, but we're gonna do something today. I'm gonna start looking at what I'm gonna look at. We're gonna look at um, a few ideas for the interface. Okay, a few ideas for the so let's go sessions. I mean, last time I don't know where I left it, but I think in the video I don't remember. But I mean, it did actually create the whole balance, like a whole application here. Now I have no idea if that would actually work the way that is coded, and it would kind of work without any bugs and whatnot. But what I want to do is I want to kind of work on first the output of these, because these was kind of like project executor, create a file, agent toolkit, builder, agent builder 2.2, system apply 5 files to generate. I mean, it's not really. It's kind of not really nice. Builder 1.1, 2.1, initialized, 2.1, 3.1, initialized. So I want to do, I kind of want to play with a different way to understand what is happening and what each of the different agents is doing. But I'm also not sure what is useful really, because maybe it's not so much necessary to see this sort of real time, but it's kind of like, why would you do this, right? So why would you? Well, you want to see them collaborating, so you want to see what they're talking about, I guess. Stopping. So you see the different agents. So you want to see maybe which ones build what. I don't know, why would you want to see these? Maybe on one side, I think I just have to approach these from the perspective of kind of like debugging for now, rather than like whatever is useful for the user. So I kind of want to see, what I want to do is, are we connected? Yes, we're connected. What I want to do is, I want to enhance the debugging. So I want to, so we stay focused on the builder agents only still. I want to improve debugging. I want to see everything each individual agent has done. So I want to see everything that each individual agent has done, and I want to see everything that the group has accomplished together. That means I want to see agents talking to each other via buffer. I want to lock as well. So I want to lock as well all the open router calls, including context sent. I kind of want to, I know that's going to be very verbose, but I want to be able to see these to understand the history of what has happened. And yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. In terms of what, seeing it in real time. It's not if these are just part of the logging specs in the config. Level debug, for example, something like this. Yeah. Together, I want to see everything that each other component in the is doing like OS manipulation, etc. So yeah. So let's. I mean, that's kind of what I. Let's see. We're just trying to verify that it's at least doing. That it's doing what it's doing, because I think one of the keys for the agents to work well as a team together is that each of them, they're passing each other the right context for the right things when they're like, you know, sharing information between themselves about like what they're building. So let's see, let's do these. Okay, so let's because I think that is the most crucial aspect of these. It's just basically to say, you know, this is just a bunch of info stuff that is telling me the agents are being initialized, project execute initialized. Okay, so each creating 0 verify agents, 4 builders and no operators and no agents in the verifier starting the build phase. Flying faster based on goals. Flying faster generate. Okay, but it's not really telling me which agent is doing what. Schema, and it's not really telling me whether they're talking to each other or not. I want to see these because we want to make sure that there's some sort of like level of healthy communication between the agents, because that's the point. Otherwise, it's just like speeding things up, which is not necessarily what we want to spend the money for. Right? Resource usage summary, that is also kind of, I think, wrong. Really? Yeah, that's probably wrong. So where are we with here? I want to see that. I don't want to see that. Okay, so it's now going to be in. Let's see the logging. At this point, this is taking so long that I think my videos are probably better off, and I can't parallelize time, so I think my videos are probably better off spent actually testing the stuff rather than just prompting and waiting for this to happen. I guess, let me just, while this is working, I came across these guys, and I wanted to kind of look at these. It's apparently like an open source generalist agent. And it would be cool to understand how that workflow actually works. It's $20 a month. I guess I need to kind of look at the code, right? The generalist, yeah. I guess I have to look at the code and basically understand what it's doing actually. Backend, the agent press docs, sandbox services, Supabase test. I think there was feature flags. There was like a README file with like some explanation on the architecture, as in like there's a front end. So here in this case they've basically done it like with it's a front end, and then you have like an API and a database, and then you actually have this is kind of the environment that runs the agent. The agents run inside these, right? I don't know what Daytona is. So there's actually apparently some videos or some playback of these, but it kind of feels like, okay, so it's just asking, creating file, so in those environments it's basically kind of safe, so it kind of creates itself a to-do, searches the web, crawls websites, and does things like that. At this point, it's pretty much everything the same. I mean, as I said, it's just the agents are freaking loops, man. There's nothing else to it. And so it's kind of a matter of like, do you want to be in control of the loop? You know what I mean? Like, do you know what is it doing actually? Agent Docker, execution of agent with bars automation, code interpreters. Okay, so file system access, tool integration, I guess, and security issues. Yeah. So that's the thing is like that's then set to run in that environment in a safe way. So it's not your own laptop, I guess, whatever. But self-hosting, manual setup, contributing and acknowledging. But is there a documentation on how this works? Backend API. Like, is there any, like, I guess we'd have to look at the backend and we'd have to look at the agent folder, sample responses, tools, API, prompt, agent builder prompt. You're an AI agent builder system developed by Team Sun, a specialized expert in helping users create powerful agents. Your role is to be a knowledgeable guide to understand both the technical and principal. Right? Transform their ideas into full function AI agents. It's an agent builder. Okay. Understanding their needs, recommending optimal configurations, such as best tools and integration settings. Oh, so it's maybe creating AI agents on the fly based on what you're asking to. Practical value. As in, like, it gives them a certain tools, certain things, MCP service cover integration. Okay, agent management, agent config system, agent settings and capabilities, agent price tool ecosystem. Create effective systems, function calls. Yeah. Pretty much it. And then agent price. There's nothing that seems too fancy. There's a context manager, response processor, threat manager, tool. I guess that manages the conversation. The context manager basically, okay, handles token counting and threat summarization to prevent reaching the context window limitations. Gemini prompt, and run. So what does run do? Run agent. So run runs the agent, and then configuration. Enable tools. So here, okay. It creates all the stuff that the agent needs. While this is the loop, guys. This is the loop. This is the loop, guys. We found the loop. You see, it is what it is. Building check and iteration. Okay. If not, can run. Check last message. This message have assistant. Last message from assistant. Stop execution. Temporary message handling. Browser set image context. Get the latest image context. Generation. Try and make the LLM call and process the response. So this is what we're. It's a loop. It's a loop with an LLM call. That's what it is. It's a loop with an LLM call. Process the response. And that is even that. Okay, system content. All good. And then, yay, that's it. How does it manage? Where does it manage files and shit like this? I'm missing that element, but I mean that's the while loop. Anyway, let's see where we are. Has it done anything? Events. Okay, so it's still working on that, guys. I'm gonna stop because I don't have any more. I don't have more time. I'm gonna try to do these. I'm gonna try to kind of basically, because I realized that building that is sometimes just a little slow, because it's kind of like taking its time to work on the thing. So I might do that, maybe some of these things off camera, and then do some validation on a video. I don't know. I'll see. Maybe not. Maybe it's a good while it's working, it's good to kind of do some thinking actually. You know, it's kind of maybe good to do some thinking. Now I have look, now I have a new tool called Canvas, because I've always like wanted something to just like you know do this, and like while I'm just like thinking, just draw stuff. It's nothing else. It's just a local canvas. That's it. No other button. You wanna delete it? Refresh. You wanna remove the last thing you've done? It's your problem. Refresh. 100% open source. Yeah, sure. I mean, you know, well done. But again, just build your own stuff. I don't think that's that complicated. The trick is how to make it, I guess, safe, right, for yourself. If you're gonna use something on your computer that is not gonna kind of do some crazy shit and kind of fry your computer. I guess that's the most important aspect of it. But other than that, it's a loop with an LLM and then a bunch of other things together, glued together. So it's not nothing else. Nothing else to these. Where are we? Here. Oh, salute. So, I got lost. Oh, sorry. This is where we are. There's an event boss, we can history events, quickness. Yeah, exactly. It's just doing this stuff. So, that's all good. Then we have the agent here. And yeah, I mean, what I'm doing is also open source, guys, right? So just you can follow here, you can follow in here. I just in a very original way called it like agent, although it's more handy. So and it's yeah, basically that's what it is. So this is all AI generated, so it might be wrong. But yeah, let's take it from there on. I wonder if we could get this to run. While this is working. So how would I do this? Web-based system simulator combines CMS. Like, why would I choose this project? Installation. I have it all here. Do we try this? Do we go and try balanced output, and then we try to install this? Oh, I don't have PEEP. I found it. No. No. How do I install PEEP? Guys? Is it just Python? Python on Linux. Really? Is this real? Okay, actually it is. Fine. I've never seen that before. Yeah, okay, but it still doesn't install it, or what? Maybe it's again PEEP 3? Does this install PEEP 3? Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. So there's no requirements file. That's awesome. That's the other thing, right? So it actually, yay, cool. So there's no requirements file. That's awesome, right? Installation. Do this. There's no requirements file. Amazing. Yeah, we should just try to run it. Config like we should just try to run the Python app, because config. What is in config? Like there's database. It doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. There's a database schema. There's some config folder in here. Database. There's no database config, right? Yeah. So that's bullshit. What is gonna happen? What is gonna happen if we just try to run the app? Let's try to run the app. What is models? Yeah, models. Okay. So let's try running the app. Let's try running the app. Python 3. Apply. Yeah, I don't have Flask installed. That's why you should have a requirements file. Okay, no, now we don't have Flask migrate. Stop it. Okay, so that's yeah, that's why we need verify agents, because this is bullshit. That's why I need verify agents. Okay, so that's shit. I'm gonna delete that. Debug build output. What? Oh, I think it's doing some tests now. Okay, I'm not gonna touch stuff because I don't wanna, I don't wanna break it. But it's definitely, this is definitely stupid. Debug output. Was it a testing? Process students. What? What is it doing? Stop opening files for me. I don't want to see these at all. Proceed. Sorry, I let it actually. Build only debug. Constraint. Is that verification? Logs debug file. ND. What is ND JSON? What? Okay. Okay, I don't. It seems like it's finished, but has it done simple tests, master questions, examples? It's created this thing. That's what it's done. So it's run it with these, built only debug. So it's doing this, I think. And it's done this, and yeah, but what? Debugging features. So logs by agent. Logs debug ND JSON. Builder 1.1. Has unique session ID. Okay. That's a bit odd. Event published. In the event box plain text. Debug, logs debug. So where are the logs? Here. Oh, okay. Ah, nice. Oh, okay. Event published. Ah, okay. Agent was initialized. Okay, so there's actually generating code for these. Thread name. Shutting down orchestrator, builder agent stopping, system shutdown. Message. Event published, build start. Okay, so build start, build step start, okay, builder, config validated, build start, okay. Event publishes the event bus, right? So, but it looks like, it definitely looks like they're not really talking to each other, right? That's the thing. That's the thing. Okay. And this one was the one before. Okay. which is basically, now we have this one, which is has more ideas. I need to kind of go and read through this carefully. So yeah, so that's basically like how to get just the ones from builder 1-1. Yeah, that's all good. Then I can build basically. Can you build me? Can you build me a? Can you build me? I don't know. I'm thinking like just something to explore, basically to explore the locks, but it's fine. We can just use these so far. Let's not waste too much time on these. So you can fill the locks by agent. Okay, open router. So in theory, there should be something with open router in here, but I don't see anything. So it's not really. What? There's nothing with open router in here. It's all agent located. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. But yeah, I guess I'll come back to it because I need to go. But okay, so field talks by agent, track usage, track file system operations, and event flow. So these are basically the published in the event bus. I definitely wanna do the following. Let me just add here in our master questions. So add events. I basically event bus consumption events for sure. And yeah, and then basically like I want to know how are agents collaborating. I want them to share context with each other if needed, right? Housework split between agents. Right, I think those are important things to make sure this building makes kind of sense, but then I think in a way we have to start adding verifiers in there, because maybe we need to step ahead and add some verifier agent that does work with builders intertwined, you know what I mean? I think so. I think that's going to be the next thing, because this is kind of like a little bit I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And then we'll probably need to do some deep code reviews on these, because I do want this to be a cool thing. So, but I don't necessarily want to have to touch code directly all the time. But let's see. See you next time.